Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another NFL Sunday Rundown show here with Knipe and myself. This is week 2, baby. How we feeling after week 1? Did your team win? Did your team lose? Some teams like mine have already won twice in 5 days. So I'm living good. I'm living great. Knipe, how you doing, buddy? How you doing walking into week 2? I know your team is. I see the flag behind you. So, how you feeling, man?
I mean, we won, but it's one of those at what cost type of deals, man. Like we lose our guy, our franchise quarterback that we just paid, and then we just lose our all rolled tight end. So that's great. That feels good, going into week 2 and already like I told you before the show, I want somebody fired in that freaking training
Ooh,
room immediately. Like there's something going on. Someone's not doing their job in the health department of the 49ers, and it's just all too often that we're hurt. So.
yeah, man. You'll get through it. You always sometimes you'll get through it, buddy. And I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you get through it. Shout out to the chat, man. Good morning to you all. We got Bill Davidson, we got Scotty Boy, we got Choa, we got John Murphy Jr., Bill Davidson. Thank you all for being in the chat. Smash that like button. Touching on Thursday night real quick. I mean, the Packers tonight, they look like, dare I say, Super Bowl contenders at this point. I
Oh,
mean,
you can
I,
say it. Yeah.
I saw a
Yeah.
stat. I saw a stat that said the Packers defense has held the opposing team to under 300 yards in back-to-back games for the first time since 1995. Knipe. I was 1 year old. I was one. I mean, it's been it's been great. Micah Parsons and that defense flying around. Jeff Halfley has these guys going. So Jordan Love, another clean game for him. Keep it up, baby. Packers are
And,
2-0.
when I started to believe that there's just something in the air in Green Bay, man, it's like the age 27 year for your damn freaking quarterbacks. Like what they showed that on TV, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm so tired of you guys.
Oh
Like, I
yeah.
don't get me wrong, I love that you guys are good football. It's always better when there's better football teams, but like, can you guys just stop it?
Yeah, so what was the stat?
Well, it looks
Star,
like yeah, I think
Favre,
Favre 20, yeah,
Rogers,
yep, they
all won the
all
Super
won
Bowl.
yep, yep.
Yeah. So Jordan Love is 27. Add him to the list. I'm kidding. It's gonna be a tough one. Jacob Petruzzi, what's going on? We got my boy Jonathan Sosa in the chat. Let's go. So, Jonathan, I got some good news for your game later today. Just be there. All right. Ani, good to see you. Adonis is saying Packers versus Bills Super Bowl.
That's yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, not a bad option.
Michael Yoder, shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for popping in. Let's take a look at what we did last week. Oh, I beat Knight by 2 games, but we both did good because he got his upset of the week correct. I was almost there because the Jets almost, but almost only counts for the horseshoes and hand grenades. They almost beat the Steelers, but I went 11-3. Hopefully, you took some of my game picks and put them in a parlay. But unfortunately, Knight, I think the Dolphins pretty much blew the entire betting landscape up. A
Yeah,
lot of people.
that was mind-blowingly bad.
Yeah, Knipe did 9-5. He got his upset of the week. He had the Raiders over the who was that? I forgot
The
already.
Patriots.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like an upset, but they were the underdogs. So, and they did beat them. So there's game 1, week 1, I should say, game picks as we head to week 2. Let's go, man. Hold on, let me change this background real quick. But we're gonna start with the Battle of the Cats again. Rawr! Jaguars taking on the Bengals. Jaguars coming off a good win. Their offense looked pretty solid, right? They had a pretty good game. They play the Panthers. I know. They play the Panthers. This game the last week actually was delayed by like an hour because of lightning. But Jaguars get it done. Travis Etienne did so well that they traded Tanks Bigsby away. They said we don't need him. All right, it's ETN time in the backfield. So they are walking into Cincinnati 3.5-point underdogs. The Bengals, Knipe called it. They started slow in the season. I know they beat the Browns, but Knipe was saying it's going to be close, and it was. If the Browns had a decent kicker, I think they would have lost. But over under is 49.5, which is one of the highest on the week. No key injuries for either team. Damn, man. Do I start this? Do I start the show with my upset of the week? I mean, I was contemplating it. Screw it.
Hit the chat with a
Upset of the
banger.
week. Upset of the week. Already, man. Let's start it off. I got the Jaguars beating the Bengals on the road. I think this season is Jacksonville's season to kind of prove to the league that they are here. Um, Listen, if Trevor Lawrence can do his job, can keep it a clean game, and ETN can do what he did in week one, over 140 yards, scrimmage yards in the backfield, we already know Brian Thomas Jr. I got Jaguars taking the Bengals on the road here.
Yeah, love the pick. Love the idea. This game should be fun, man. I feel like this is like of the 1 o'clock games that we've pretty much figured out the slate's kind of gross this week. But of the 1 o'clock games, this one's a little more intriguing to me just for fantasy, and a lot of points being scored. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the Bengals are gonna take this one though. Being the home team, I'm kind of tossed up on this one on who I think is gonna actually show up. But Jamar Chase and T. Higgins did so poorly last week. Obviously, Burrow didn't
Yeah.
have a great game. And I just don't think that happens 2 weeks in a row. I mean, I know I picked the Bengals to lose last week. They just did not look good. I kind of expected that week one. But I mean, Burrow's not coming off an injury this year. I think that they won't just like be in a sharp decline the first 4 weeks, you know. And after Jamar Chase had nothing last week, dude, whoever took him first overall in fantasy, which was like I think 97% of leagues, like
Yeah.
this should be your 30 bomb week to make up for last week and get you, you know, like the obvious week winner type of numbers here. And I think T has a good game too. I think Chase Brown goes off. Like I think this is just a very highly like I usually don't take the over on on this high of a line game, but I will take the over on this game. I feel like this is gonna be very high
Mm.
scoring for both teams. But I do think the Bengals will win the shootout and take care of business at home.
Yeah, I do think the over is going to hit as well. 49.5 seems like a high number, but both offenses can get it done.
And
We got a
both yeah,
couple.
and both defenses aren't super strong either. So
Yeah, no doubt. We got a couple of questions real quick for fantasy. Laporta or Warren, non PPR. Who should I start?
you dude,
Ooh, I say Warren.
you already
I
know
say
who I'm gonna do.
Warren.
I'm gonna just like that's like one of my guys this year. Just like dude, Warren is that dude, man. Like just watching him play, I could tell in preseason like that dude passes the eye test with flying colors. Like he's got that dog in him, and so to me, it's Tyler Warren every week, just because that offense needs some sort of spark, and it's him and Pittman, and that's pretty much it. Besides, I mean, obviously when the running game is Taylor, but
Yeah, I'm taking Warren as well. Another one, full PPR. Who would you play in the flex? Devontae Adams, Evans, Pickens, or Travis Hunter? My other receivers I'm playing are London and T. Higgins. Personally, I would probably go with Mike Evans. That would be my
Evans is
pick.
playing. They're playing the Texans. I don't know. Stingley's going to be on Evans. That kind of worries me. And they're playing on the road. That also kind of worries me. I mean, I know Travis Hunter didn't do it for you in week one, but again, if I think this game's gonna be a shootout, I'll put my money where my mouth is, and I'll say you should play Travis Hunter this week in PPR.
Mm,
If anything, like maybe he doesn't get 150 yards, but maybe he does get, you know, 9 catches for 88 and a touchdown. And I think that's a awesome start, you know, for a PPR league. So I'll say Travis Hunter this week, even though I know everyone's gonna be cautious of that because he just let everyone down with like, you know, 30 yards or whatever he got. But
yeah.
hey, it's a new week, baby. Clean slate.
And his PPR too. He did have 4 catches, but that's still a low volume. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I wish I would have started Hunter on my end. We got another question. We got some fantasy questions today.
Let's go. We love it.
What's up? Full PPR, one running back, Kenneth Walker, uh, Charbonnet, Pacheco, Sampson, one flex, Hollywood Brown or Pickens. Flex for me would definitely be Hollywood Brown. They're without Worthy. You saw 16 targets last week with Worthy being out of the game. I say Hollywood Brown for sure for the flex, and for the running back, that's a tough one, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker, well, not goose egg, but he 10 carries for 20 yards last week was awful. Um, I would probably go with Sampson for your running back, just because I don't know how involved Judkins is going to be in his first week back first week with the Browns, I should say. So I'm gonna go with Sampson and Brown for me.
I think I would do the exact same thing. The only thing that would make me pause is potentially Charbonnet, but I mean, it's just such a true 50-50, it seems like right now with them. that I want the guy who, at least if you're in PPR scoring, like, I mean, Samson, what, he had like 6 catches or something last
I
week.
think he had like
Um,
17 points last week.
yeah, he had. I
PPR.
mean, and if we all think that the Ravens are going to be dog walking the Browns, like at some point they're going to just have to throw. And there's no way that doesn't happen, right? Like, is there a world where the Browns are handily winning with the against the Ravens on the road? Like,
No.
I don't think so. So yeah, I'll take Samson.
What's up, Daniel? What's up, Daver? He says, I believe in Caleb Williams. Okay. Keep on believing, buddy. Keep on believing. Let's go to the Giants and the Cowboys here. Giants, week one of the worst performances of the week. I mean, their offensive line is in shambles, and they're going to be without Andrew Thomas again today. That's their best offensive lineman. So get ready because it's probably going to be another rough game. I mean, they're already calling for Jackson Dart in New York tonight. They're already saying, hey, Wilson needs to sit on the bench. It's week one. Cowboys are 5.5-point favorites. They did play well against the Eagles. They didn't win, but they did make it interesting for damn sure. Deron Bland is out. Over under is 45.5. So I can't take the Giants right now, man. There's nothing about this team tells me that they're gonna beat the Cowboys on the road. And I think that spread, the 5.5 for the Cowboys, I smash that. Like, put that one in the parlay. Give me the Cowboys. Give me the 5.5 as well. I just think the Giants right now are in shambles, and until they can prove to me otherwise, I'm gonna probably take the other team going against them the entire year.
I mean, their schedule's pretty rough, man. So
I
I don't really
know.
blame you there. But I mean, sorry, I would give the Giants a way better chance this week against the Cowboys that have the like if they were at home this week. But I feel like just the Cowboys' first home game is their home opener. Like that matters a lot in this week too. Like home openers are huge because you're gonna have the crowd behind, like much more
Yeah.
behind you than you would,
Yeah.
typically because it's their first time going to the stadium this year. So yeah, I think the Cowboys and Jerry World will take care of business today. And man, Russell just, dude, the guy holds on to the freaking ball so long. It's like it's aggravating sometimes. Like, dude, just step back, like look. I mean, like whenever they show the view from behind the quarterback, it's almost like, dude, like how are you not like just seeing these? Like even if it's just a quick out, bro, like just take it. Like you're trying to extend every damn play, it seems like. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
at what point do you not realize that sack after sack after sack is just not going to cut it for you in the NFL? So I don't know. We'll see. But to me, yeah, I agree with you. I don't like agreeing with you, but I would take the Cowboys and take the points this week.
Yeah. I mean, Russell just doesn't have time. Their offensive line is, and they were breaking it down throughout the entire week. Like when he's under pressure, he's panicking. He doesn't.
Folds.
Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't read the read the offense anymore.
Mr. Limited.
They are they already showed neighbors on the sideline yelling at everybody. So week one, your star offensive weapon already pissed off, already yelling at people.
Mm.
Not going to be a good look. Not going to be a good year. Oh, Sydney's in the chat. She says hi, Knipe.
Hey, what's up? What's up,
Bewick, he says
future
Dub
Mrs. Mangert?
Bears. Yeah. Max misses coverage in the building.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a tough year for the Cowboys, man. But I wish them the best. Let's move on to the Bears and the Lions. Daniel's Bears just somehow, some way lost Monday Night Football. I mean, I went to bed. I saw the pick six. I was like, this game's over. This game's over. J.J. McCarthy was looking like a rookie. He's not a rookie, but essentially he is. And I wake up and I see the Bears just choke once again. They're on the road to the Lions. They are 6.5-point dogs versus the Lions. Over under is 46.5. Listen, man, week one, I said the Lions were going down, and it wasn't even a fight, man. I told you, didn't I say their window is closed? Like,
No,
they're
no.
done. I'm sorry. The Lions will take a step back this year. They have all new coordinators. I mean, that's just what's going to happen. I do think the Lions will win this game. So give me the Lions, but I think the Bears cover that 6.5. I think this is a close game. Right now, the Lions are dealing with some injuries. Taylor Decker, their tackle, is questionable. Kirby Joseph, their safety, is questionable. Grady Jarrett on the Bears side is questionable. We don't know if these guys are playing or not. They don't have probable tags. So if you're hurt, you're questionable, right?
Mhm.
Give Give me the Bears covering, but give me the Lions winning in their home opener here.
Yeah, I mean, this to me is one of the better 1 o'clock games for sure. I feel like this, I mean, division rival. Obviously, this is one of the biggest storylines of the week. This one, obviously, is Ben Johnson. Everybody knows. So there's gonna be a lot to play for here. And dude, I'm not gonna lie. Every time the defensive coordinator of the Lions goes to the microphone, I want to start watching him because that dude is awesome. Like, I feel like he is definitely head coach material. I don't even remember his name right now, but the dude knows how to like rally. He knows how to speak. Like, I just love the way he talks as a coach. Makes you want to me, it makes you like, I want to go out there and run through a brick wall for the guy.
For the
um
Lions,
yeah, I don't even, again, I don't even remember his name, but
Kelvin Shepard.
yep, that's him. But dude is freaking awesome whenever he goes to the microphone. Like, again, I mean, prove it, not just words but prove it, but I think he will. I'm gonna call a dog walk here.
Oh,
I'm gonna say the Lions get right.
ooh,
I'm gonna say Caleb is running for his life most of this game because the Lions have so much to play for today. Their first home game of the year, and I'm gonna say, dude, let's get fancy with it. Let's say 21 plus Lions. I'm gonna like, dude, because the Lions are one of those teams that they're not like these other teams in the league that get ahead by like a touchdown or two. Sometimes they just, oh, we'll just run it. Oh, we'll just do this. Oh, we'll play conservative. Lions don't do that. Dan Campbell is not about that life. Dan Campbell is about freaking just absolutely putting you in the dirt. He would get to 65 points today if his team will allow him.
mm,
And I know for a fact that the Lions are going to come out with everything in them to stomp this team. So yeah, give me the Lions by 21 plus today.
mm. What's up, Bobby? Thank you for smashing the like button. Daniel says Knipe is crazy today. Oh man, he said be nice too. He asked you to be nice, and
I mean, all right. I will say this. I don't think Caleb's a bust. I think Caleb will figure it out, and I think he has the talent to. And so I just this week, I feel like they're going to get dog walk. I think the Bears will be fine long term.
yeah, it's just a tough matchup. You got the Lions in their home opener. I mean, that's a tough one. So
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be a close game. Knipe thinks it's gonna be an absolute blowout. So we'll see how it pans out. I do think this is one of the best 1 o'clocks as well.
Hmm.
Let's move on to the Rams and the Titans here. The Titans are just a boring team, man. This is who they are. I feel bad for Cam Ward. The guy had what, 8 drops? I think he had 8 drops in week 1. Like, damn,
Yeah.
help your guy, Calvin Ridley. Help your guys out, man. The Rams are 1-0 heading to Tennessee. They are 5.5 point favorites. Over under is 41.5. So we're getting lower in the over unders. Rams are dealing with some injuries to the offensive line. Steve Avila is doubtful, and Colby Parkinson, their tight end, is doubtful as well. But I think it doesn't matter. There's nothing Tennessee can show me that I will say they're like the Giants for me right now. Can I think they are going to lose every single week until they
Damn,
prove me
son.
otherwise.
Damn, son.
Listen, the Titans and the Giants are my top 5 picks in the draft,
Oh, they're
and the
locks, huh?
Saints. So that's 3. That's 3 right there. Listen, no disrespect, Tennessee. You all know what's happening. You got to build around Cam Ward. It's not going to happen in year 1. If it does, salute to you, and I'll eat crow. But give me the Rams. I think their offense is just too powerful. I think Kyron Williams feast in this game, and you already know they got weapons all over the offense. So give me the Rams covering the 5.5 on the road in Tennessee.
All right. Well, let's see. You
No,
don't believe in Cam Ward, and
no, I
I
didn't
do,
say that.
baby.
I didn't
Let me
say that.
get my upset of the week going here.
Whoa.
Yes, sir. All right. There's a couple reasons here. Number one, I understand that Bo Nix didn't look that fantastic week 1, but I mean the Tennessee Titans defense wasn't like, I mean, they didn't look bad either. I don't know. I don't think it was just all Bo Nix being awful. I think it was the mix of Bo Nix maybe not showing up week 1, and also a mix of like the Titans defense kind of tightening up and looking better. And so I think, again, home opener, the Rams just got kind of, I mean, 14 points against the Texans at home in week 1. That's not impressive whatsoever. Matthew Stafford's not moving around nearly as well as he used to. All you have to do is basically stop Puka and you stop this offense. So I think that the Titans understand that. I know it's very hard to do because he's probably, I mean, obviously one of the top probably 3. I mean, dude, the guy's insane. Puka's an
Yeah.
absolute animal. But to me, you stop him, you stop the Rams offense, and I think the Titans can pull it off today. I think that when you go through adversity. I think it takes a leader to get that done, to get it to right the ship. And dude, everything I've seen with Cam Ward, the guy has it, man. Like he will be fine in this league. I think he'll be just fine. I think he's going to be a winner. And I think he's going to start this week with his first win. So give me my upset of the week with Cam Ward and the Titans.
I I want to make it clear. I didn't say I didn't believe in Cam Ward.
All right, all right, all right.
His receivers stunk. 8
Yeah, that's
drops.
fair.
You know what I'm saying? I think Cam Ward will be a good quarterback in this league. I don't believe in the Titans as a whole right now. That's what
Gotcha.
I mean. Cam Ward, I do think he's going to be a good player. But like Steph Tone says, Rams minus 5.5. Give me that. But hey,
Nah,
can I? You might need to
don't
run to
do
the
it.
you might need to run to the books and put some
Don't
just
do
a
it.
flat out bet on the Titans if you think they're going to win.
I think they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the Patriots and the Dolphins. The Dolphins, one of the worst performances I have seen in a long time. I mean, they burned everyone's parlay to the ground in week 1, including mine. Thanks for making me lose money. Anyway, Patriots, I had them winning as well week 1. They did not look the best. This is a toss-up game. I mean, that's what Vegas says. Dolphins are minus 1.5 at home. The over-under is 42.5. Some key injuries for the Patriots. Christian Gonzalez once again out, and their tackle Morgan Moses is questionable, the right tackle. Man, do I fall for the trap again?
Do it.
I picked both these teams to win in
Do
week
it.
1, so I guess I'm falling for someone's trap. Listen, man, I like Mike Vrabel. I think Drake May is a stud. I think he's got everything you need in a quarterback. Man, the Dolphins, though. Is Tua that bad? Is Tua that bad? I don't know if you saw this. After the game, they were questioning, like, hey, like, you know, what happened with all those turnovers? He said it's a part of the game. What? No, it's not a part of the game. You turn the ball over too much, you're going to lose. Listen, man, give me the Dolphins at home. I just think they have better talent than what they showed us in week 1. If they burn me again, can I fool me once? Shame on me. Fool me twice. Shame on you. Okay. Give me the Dolphins at home. Win the game. Tyreek Hill, can you catch a ball over 30 yards? Can you show us the old Tyreek? Show us. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, damn it. I was really hoping you would go with the Patriots because, man, again, even though I believe in the Patriots again long term, I know I'm about to pick against them twice in 2 weeks. But I'm also going to go with the Dolphins here, and I'm going to smash that over. I do think this will be a high scoring game because I think both defenses are vulnerable. And the only reason I'm going to pick the Dolphins, this might be one of the only weeks I pick the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins might be in that top 5 discussion along with the
Ooh.
other 3 teams you mentioned. But I think this is a get right week for them, home opener, and I think that number one Tyreek's going to try and boost his trade stock here. He's got a lot going on in his life. It seems like there's allegations out there again for some stupid crap.
Everything.
Um,
Yep. All the
yeah,
time.
I mean, can't get right, whatever. Um, but I just truly believe that the Dolphins need to they had so much crap talked about in the media from week 1. It's like if you don't come out and play with fire this week, like number one, McDaniel, you could be on the hot seat after just this. Like if you lose to the Patriots this week, you're getting fired by week 4. I said week 6 initially,
Yeah.
but McDaniel is to me he's the one coach in the league right now that stands out as you're probably gonna get fired soon, man. Just because of the antics, we're all over it. But yeah, I mean, I think foreshadowing. I think Tyreek has a huge day today because he kind of has to. And Waddle's banged up again. Shocker. Um,
Did you see
dude,
my
that
comment
I'm
in the group chat about
yeah,
Waddle?
every single time, this man's so good at starting games, getting hurt, and then finishing a game, but it's never good, it's never consistent. Oh man, Waddle would drive me insane as just a coach, as a fantasy owner. I've never touched that dude in fantasy because of that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get the Dolphins. I still believe that they can pull it off this week, but I do believe that this will also be one of the higher scoring games. So I would smash the over on this one.
Pringle in the chat, what's up, my boy? He says I'm all over my Cowboys today. Yeah, I said the Cowboys. Give me
Yeah,
that spread.
yeah, absolutely.
Steph Tone's taking Miami money line. Okay.
Yeah,
He says New England doesn't play well in Miami. That's true.
yeah, I
That's
agree.
true. We got Valhalla Sports Talk, the Viking and the fan. Oh, here he goes with the skull chants. Oh, come on, man. Gosh. What's up, Gino? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, this is a toss-up for sure. You got to show us something. You got to show us
Oh
something,
God,
Dolphins.
get it
Oh
off the
God.
screen.
You
Oh
know, I
God,
know.
I just threw up.
Avert your eyes, everybody. Avert your eyes because we got the Mac Jones versus Spencer Rattler Bowl in the house. I'm gonna pass this one off to my colleague here. He's a 49er fan. You see the flag behind him. I'm gonna let him do the talking in
I'm
this
gonna
game.
pass this off to the guy right here. No, I'm just kidding. Damn it. I don't want to do this. Man, talk about just taking the wind out of your sails as a fan after week one, man. I know I talked about it when we first opened the show, but like, dude, it's so heartbreaking. And just like the last 2 years, we've been fully healthy basically all season. Like 2 out of the last 6 years, we went to the Super Bowl both those years when we actually stayed healthy, could stay on the field, and actually be competitive. It's so disheartening, man. And so I have zero confidence today. I know I usually pick my Niners to win every freaking week, because diehard fan. That's my team. That's my boys. But man, we're
Don't
still
you
gonna
can't.
take him, baby.
Okay, I'm about to say.
We're still gonna take him, but not by much. This is gonna be an ugly ass game. Like I'm talking like I mean, are we talking like 5 field goals to 4 field goals right here? Like, is that what we're gonna do this week? Like 15-12? Is that what we're doing here? Take the under for the love of God. I mean, if this is a high scoring game, by all means, crucify me next week. But should it be? Hell no. Both defenses should keep the other offense at bay pretty much the entire game. Like 7-3 would not shock me. Like that's how boring this could be. Um, ugh, like I mean, the only way we have a chance today is if CMC just goes out there and be Superman running behind Trent Williams. Like that's the only way we win this game. And Pearsall with a catch or two that's important. But yikes.
Um, is Williams? Does he look like he's gonna go?
He's gonna play. Yeah, he was like he's at that point in his age and career where because I saw Kyle's press conference on Friday and he just basically was like, yeah, he was just resting him basically.
Okay.
And so they just basically make up a injury every week for him to have a couple rest days. It seems like so because he doesn't need to practice. He's one of those guys. He's just like you just let the guy play on Sunday and he's totally fine.
My boy Valhalla gifts out a membership. Thank you so much, my boy. Even though he's a Vikings fan, him and I get along really well. And he's a Dodger fan. It's
Hey,
just like,
we love that guy.
yeah, he's a good guy, man. Thank you so much, Surya. Welcome to the squad. You are the man, Valhalla. You missed out a big point to your team. You got a new kicker, baby. Jake Moody's gone. Is
I
that
know,
gonna
yeah,
is
we
that
do need
gonna
to
boost
celebrate.
your confidence a little bit? You got a new kick. Was it Eddie Pinheiro? What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pinheiro time in the Bay.
I mean, honestly, I just imagine this is how it's going to go today. How much you want to bet? First kick, I guarantee he misses. I guarantee it. Like we're just like at this point, we're just cursed. It feels like so. I don't know. I
Oh
mean, hopefully
man.
not. But Eddie Pinheiro is not one of those like when you think of Eddie Pinheiro, you don't think of like 50 plusers consistently. There's a few kickers, like a lot of kickers in the league now that are like, wow, all right, 50 plus. I have a really good shot to make this. I can think of like six off the top of my head. But Pinheiro's not really one of them, and I don't know. I'm just kind of nervous for this week in general, just because we're on the road. So when you're
Yeah.
on the road with a bunch of backups, bro, like don't feel good.
Kendrick Bourne is back with the squad as well, so some offensive help there. Listen, I feel your pain. I know it's rough. Brock Purdy's out 2 to 5 weeks. Kittle's out at least 4 weeks. Those are two big important pieces to your offense, to your
Yeah.
game plan every single week. But you're going against the Saints, man. The Saints are awful. I would still take Mac Jones over Spencer Rattler right now. Call me crazy, but I would. Give me the 49ers on the road. I think, foreshadowing here, I think this is all on CMC, baby. This is going to be a CMC day. I
It
say
has to be.
listen right now. And this is not me spreading misinformation. Someone said they reported me because I said Matthew Golden was going to win Rookie of the Year for misinformation. It's a prediction. Anyway, run to
That's
your
awesome. I
sports
hope that's
book.
real.
Run to your sports books and bet over 200 scrimmage yards for Christian McCaffrey today. That's what I think he will do. Give me the Niners taking care of business on the road in the beautiful city of New Orleans. Love that city so much. But sorry, Saints are just awful, man. Moving on. You ready? Here's
Yes,
a fun
sir.
game.
Yeah.
We got the Bills taking on the Jets. Sunday Night Football, Knipe, was probably one that we can remember for the rest of our lives. What a game the Bills and the Ravens put on. Bills took it. They were down 15 with 4 minutes left, and it doesn't matter. They got that dangerous number 17 on their team, man. Josh Allen. He proved to everyone why he was the MVP. Josh Allen was the man, bro. The Bills are 5.5-point favorites on the road to the New York Jets. The Jets played so good. They played so good, man. But somehow, some way in Jets form, they lose the game.
I mean, I will say I did call the Aaron Rodgers 4 to 5 touchdowns.
You did, dude. He looked like Rodgers of old, man.
I told you he would.
I think 3 of the 4 were on the run touchdowns, like on the run, dude. He
like
was
rolling out, yeah.
He was balling, man. I shed a little tear. I'm not gonna lie. I said, he still got it, man. Ed Oliver, though, a big piece of that defense for the Bills. He forced a fumble on Henry. He got a sack last week. He's out, so that's a big one. Shaq Thompson is questionable. Tre'Davious White is questionable as well. Damn, I think the Jets are gonna be a better team this year, Knipe. I really do. The over/under is 47.5. I think this is gonna be a high-scoring game. I know the Jets do know how to contain Josh Allen, but this is a whole new regime here. So let's see if they can still do that. Give me the Bills on the road. They're 5.5-point favorites. Damn, do I say the Jets are going to cover? I don't know, man. Oh man, give me the Bills. I think they'll cover that 5.5. I think they'll win by at least a touchdown.
Oh, man, this would be a really fun upset of the week. I already did one, but like, man,
this would be the upset of the week if you.
Yeah, no, I mean, let's cooler heads prevail. Come on, Bills are going to take it by a touchdown. I agree with you. The field looked awesome. The whole Jets team looked like they're actually like competing for something. Looked like they're ready to play football because like just before, like in the past, the Jets just look like they don't care. They came out, they played hard, fast, aggressive. I loved it. The Pittsburgh Jets game was amazing. That was honestly a classic as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think, even though the Bills defense is a little banged up, I don't think Fields repeats the amount of success he just had. I mean, prove it to me first, but he was like, we've seen this before from Fields where he can go out and ball out one week and then just be a total dud the next week. And it's a divisional game, so that wouldn't really shock me very much if Fields comes out and like he has all these expectations now because number one, like fantasy media, everyone's talking about how Fields, he's doing so much better now. It's like, okay, well then the narrative can come crashing back down after the next week, And I think the Bills will handily win. I don't think that this will be. I think at halftime it'll be close, but I think by the time like the final score is done, the Bills will win by 10 plus.
Yeah, Adonis taking Bills by 2 touchdowns. It wouldn't shock me. I just think the Jets are a better team, man. Like not to the Bills. I just think they're a better.
Just like
team
better
in general.
overall. Yeah, better overall. Yeah.
A little note here that the Jets they're not playing around this year. I will say this: Aaron Glenn, they cut Gibson after fumbling that punt. He said, "Listen, man, if you're gonna cost us games, you're out of here." And he cut him. I'm like, damn. So they're not playing around, man. They're not playing around. So we both got the Bills. Let's move on. Let's go to the Seahawks taking on the Steelers. We just touched on them. Aaron Rodgers balled out week 1. Seahawks, they took the L. Devin Witherspoon is doubtful, one of their key players on defense, one of their best corners. Over-under is 40.5, so I think this might be the lowest over-under that we saw so far. Steelers are 3.5-point favorites at home, and Joey Porter for them is out. So 2 corners likely to miss for both sides. Listen, man, the Steelers defense, they allow 32 points to the Jets, okay? We all know how the Steelers defense operates. I thought they were going to be hard-nosed, rough, tough, SOBs, right? They got Mike Tomlin there. They got to show me, or they're going to get cut in fantasy, okay? I believed in you, Pittsburgh. You gave me 2 points, man. You're better than that. Seahawks, listen, I think they have a running back situation on their hands, Knipe. I say that with a heavy heart. I think Kenneth Walker is in trouble. Charbonnet out touched them 12-10 in week 1. I mean, Kenneth Walker had 2 yards per game. What's that? Come on, man. I think the Seahawks, they got weapons on offense. Cooper Kupp had a quiet week 1, but JSN is the guy over there now, man. Jackson Smith and Jigba is just that dude. I think the Steelers bounced. Or I'm not sorry. They won. I picked them to lose. So for me, I think they're gonna win today. I think they're gonna prove me wrong like they did last week, and they're gonna cover that 3.5. I think this is gonna be a 10-point game. If Rodgers plays like he did in week 1, I don't think this is going to be even close. But give me the Steelers at home winning by at least 10 points.
There we go. Disagreements, baby. We love them.
Okay,
Different
good.
takes, different shakes. Let me get them Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
The boys are tough, man. That new coach over there, he knows what he's doing. I don't think that they're going to come out and have a dud like they did against us at home. I mean, that's a team that stays hungry. I know the Seahawks pretty well. They don't just settle. Those guys have fire, and they fight, fight, fight. So I mean, I don't think the Rodgers is going to have nearly the week he had last week. I understand. I may have called that he was going to go out and ball out against the Jets, but I don't think that's going to be a consistent thing week to week with Aaron Rodgers this year. I think that boy loves him some narratives, and even though it's DK against the Seahawks, that's about all we have as far as the narrative goes for this game. So I think the Seahawks can take care of business on the road. I think they'll do it by a field goal. I wouldn't trust this line with the Steelers, even though I know it's their home opener. The defense should play better, sure, but I mean there's still offensive firepower in the Seahawks. They can come
Yeah.
out and ball out too. So then they're only getting more comfortable with each other. Like these teams that are like Caleb Williams, Seahawks, all these teams that have like new coordinators, new faces. Just give them a couple weeks. I mean, it may not happen this week, sure, but I don't know. I think things will start clicking for the offenses here in the next few weeks, and maybe this one will be early. I think Sam Darnold will have a pretty good game today.
Ani says, "Can I root for Steelers down or Seattle's downfall? NFC West pride, buddy."
No, I know, I know. I gotta be realistic too. I mean, that's just what I think's gonna happen today. We'll see.
What's up, Donald? How you doing, man? All right. I mean, this is going to be a I don't know. This is a weird game to kind of guess, but I got to go with the Steelers. I think they're going to take care of business. Oh God, look at this matchup game. Look at this game on our docket
Oh
here.
God.
We got the Browns heading into Baltimore to take on the Ravens. The Ravens are mad. They're pissed off. Lamar Jackson's pushing fans into the stands. I mean, he deserved it, by the way. I'm not saying he didn't deserve that. He did. Ravens are 11.5-point favorites. By far the biggest spread in week 2. Over under is 44.5. A couple of injuries for the Ravens. Isaiah Likely is out, and their fullback Patrick Ricard is out. Is that going to affect the run game? Not with Derrick Henry. I know. Listen, man, there's really nothing to say about this game. I just think the Ravens are going to manhandle the Browns. Manhandle them. Joe Flacco, a little revenge game for him going back to Baltimore, right? To the team where he brought a championship to. I know he's going to be he's going to be pumped up. I know that. Flacco's going to want to play well. But will he? I don't think he will. Give me the Ravens, man. The Browns, I know they should have won if they had a decent kicker. Smite is the kicker's name. Is that if I'm not mistaken?
I can't remember for the Browns. I mean,
Yeah,
Loop is the guy for the Ravens.
Smite, whatever the hell his name is. He stunk. If he just did his job, the Browns would have won. But I think the Ravens are a Super Bowl contending team. I know John Harbaugh, he always loses, right? 17 blown leads in the fourth quarter. That's too much. But it's the Browns we're talking about. Give me the Ravens here at home. I'm not touching the spread. That's too in pro football. That's a high spread. I'm not touching that spread, but I do think the Ravens definitely manhandle the Browns.
Yeah, I mean that spread is something else, huh? Like talk about Vegas, just having fun manipulating some stuff
Yeah.
here. Good Lord, I mean it's a divisional game, but dude, the Browns talk so much crap. Like, I mean, it wasn't like they were just come out and saying the Ravens are ass or anything, but like, I mean, they basically said Derrick Henry's not hard to stop, and like
Yeah.
there's nothing hard about the Ravens defense. I'm just like, all right, you guys are kind of asking for this spread to be higher, in my opinion. Good Lord, dude. I mean, after those comments, like, I mean, that's one of those things you put in the locker room. That's what you like hang up along the walls so you can motivate your team. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they played that clip over and over in Harbaugh's meetings with the team. Like, just
Yeah.
like, hey guys, this is what they think of you. Like, how do you guys feel
Bulletin
about
board.
that? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, bulletin board material, man. Like, so, and that, I mean, for that, reason, I just I haven't seen that kind of crap talk before, like in this division before a game. So let me go ahead and take the Ravens and those points.
Damn.
Two
Okay.
touchdown, two touchdown. Maybe this could be a dog walking, dude. Like it
Yeah.
really could be. Um, I'll take them to win by 17.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think they are going to cover, but I'm scared. Like, you know how it is, like
Of
a
course,
backdoor
no,
touchdown at the end. It's like,
no,
what
yeah.
the
So yeah,
hell?
it's when the teams don't care anymore when they're just letting them run down the
Yeah.
field and get all the 10-yard gains they want. Yeah, I agree. I understand. But I mean, again, like just like how like when I think about Dan Campbell and the Lions this week, like the Ravens and John Harbaugh are that type of team. I don't think that they would want that to happen, especially with being divisional and after everything that was said. If the Browns didn't say anything, you know what I mean? I would definitely take the Browns for points or whatever. But I mean, they've been talking on social media. If I'm seeing it, a
Yeah.
random freaking Joe Schmo in Wisconsin seeing it on my phone, you know dang well that they are that they're seeing it in their locker room everywhere. So yeah, let's
Yeah.
take the Ravens to dog walk them.
Yeah. Lamar's gonna be. I think he's gonna have a crazy game today.
Yep.
Let's move on to a much closer game. I think now in week two that I thought in week one. The battle of the shoe, right? They got the Broncos taking on the Colts. The Colts. Can I said some bad things about them. I said some bad things about Daniel Jones. And man, was I wrong in week one. Man, was I wrong. They played good, man. Daniel Jones balled out. Broncos, they didn't really impress me too much in week one. But it's week one. You know, you can't really take the first month of football with too much weight because a lot of these players don't really play in preseason. So they're getting their bearings and stuff like that. Broncos are 1.5 point favorites on the road. The over under is 43.5. Dre Greenlaw for the Broncos is out. Layatu Latu is questionable for the Colts, and Charvarius Ward is out. So a couple of ex-Niners out in this game, Knipe. Um,
Shocker.
yeah, right.
Shocker.
Hey, listen, that might help the training staff for you guys. These
Dude.
guys are still missing when they're not with the team.
Oh my
So
Lord.
yeah, I mean, maybe these guys are just built like Charmin. Um, Broncos. Listen, like you said earlier, it was a much closer game against the Titans that we thought, and if the Titans receivers didn't drop 8 passes, it probably would have been a different story. Um, that being said, I still believe in Bo Nix. I still believe in Sean Payton and what they are building in Denver. Colts, I know it's their it's kind of like their DNA now. It's kind of being like the dog and like proving everyone wrong because they have weapons on offense. Pittman's there. We touched on it earlier. Tyler Warren looks like he's going to be a stud in this league. But give me the Broncos, man. I know this one might bite me in the arse, but give me the Broncos to win on the road. And I forgot. I wanted to show you the video, but your good friend Seth. This is our Colts. This is our team. He's got it
We
going on,
bleed
man.
blue.
Man, he's got it going on, bro. Maybe got the Seth juices flowing today. But
Dude,
nah, I think the
I
Broncos win.
yeah, I agree. I mean, I called that Seth fandom the stardom from the beginning. As soon as I saw that first YouTube video, I was like, dude, this kid's gonna be everywhere.
Derpy says,
um,
how does hold on? Derpy says, how does a Packers fan befriend a 49ers fan? Two different living lifestyles, but I digress.
oh man. All right.
uh,
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on this one. I really want to take whoever you didn't, but I mean, I don't know. I keep thinking about the game, and I just truly believe that the Dolphins' defense is just so bad, and the Dolphins are in such disarray that it made the Colts look better and more awesome than they truly are. So I think we're all kind of maybe infatuated with the idea of the Colts. Ooh, comeback season. Ooh, potential wild card team.
yeah.
I think that's way too far, looking too far ahead. I think the Broncos defense is going to be the reason that the Broncos win this game. Bo Nix will probably get back on track a little bit. I don't think he's going to look nearly as bad as he did week one. I mean, that's just, first week, I'm going to give guys, not saying jitters or anything, but, just get back in the flow of everything. I'm not going to sit here and judge you off one week completely. But yeah, the Colts, overall as a team, the talent wise, Daniel Jones is fine. I mean, he had one great season with New York, sure, but I just don't see consistency. It has never been his strong suit, and I think the Broncos defense is real. I think that they get pressure very easily on
Mm-hmm.
quarterbacks, so I think the Broncos will make him uncomfortable. They way more uncomfortable than Daniel Jones was the first week. So I think that uncomfortability will lead to incompletions, to potential fumbles, maybe a pick or two. I think this is going to be way more of a defensive game than any of us want to look at. And I think the under is potentially going to hit here. I think that they're only just like, 37 to 39 points for total.
I was about to ask, do you think the over/under is going to hit?
Yeah, I
Or
mean, I really see like a 20 to 17 finish, and I think that's a very realistic outcome. So I think that's like a 37-point game. So I don't know. I think that I think this is gonna be lower scoring than any of us would like to see. I think this is not going to be like red zones cutting to it every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? So we'll
yeah.
see.
Well, I got a special treat for you, Knife. Here you go, buddy.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. Whether win or lose,
It's for you.
We love you.
For the shoe, beat the Broncos. Kick them off their high horse. This is our team. Go Colts.
I love this guy.
That was for you, buddy.
Dude, he's great, man. I mean, hey, more power to him. I love that I like that. That feels one of those situations where we at least made the right person famous. You know what I mean? We make a lot of dumb people famous in this world.
Yeah.
But I mean, the kid's got a good heart. He just wants he wants to watch his football team. I love it. Yeah, more power to him.
Yeah. Shout out to Seth the Flow, man. Keep it going,
Yeah.
baby. Keep it
We
going.
love
We
that
need those
guy.
songs. We bleed blue. All right, let's go. We got the Panthers taking on the Cardinals. Man, the Panthers, what a rough week one, man. I was giving Bryce Young some flowers, and he's over here watching the stupid mini games on Jumbotron. You saw that? You see that video?
That was
The guy-
great, dude.
The guy
That
was
was
watching
awesome.
the hat game on
That was
the freaking
awesome. I know.
Jumbotron, man.
That was awesome. I loved that so much. I was like, you know what? He's one of us. He can't help it either. Because it's like when you see that game in the stands, you're like, you can't help it. You just gotta watch it. It's like no matter how much, like even if you're not the guy in the stands chanting, "It's one, it's one."
Yeah.
Usually you're sitting there like just silently, like
Just
I
in
think
your
it's-
head, yeah.
I think it's three. You know what I mean? Like you can relate with that. So I thought it was great.
No, it's hilarious, but not if you're a Panthers organization, not if you're
Yeah.
a coaching staff for the Panthers. I bet he got a nice talking to after that. But the Panthers, man, listen, dude, I just don't think they have enough weapons on offense. Chuba Hubbard is their guy. Coker's still gonna miss today. Leggett, I've watched some bad tape about Leggett, man. Sometimes he looks like he's like a decent receiver, but week one, throw that tape away. If you watched any of that, it was awful. Man, Cardinals. I don't think they're a great team, but I think they're going to get it done. They just have more weapons, in my opinion, on offense, and Kyler Murray. I think he can exploit this defense for the Panthers. So give me the Cardinals at home. It's 6.5. I don't know if I'd touch the spread, but give me the Cardinals. I do think the over will hit. It's 44.5. So give me the Cardinals and give me the over.
Yeah, I mean, until the Panthers prove us otherwise, I mean, they're also on top five watch again. So I think we might have our top five there with the Dolphins and Panthers added to the other three teams you mentioned earlier in the show. But man, what a gross game. I think this one, I mean, Marvin Harrison go crazy for the first two touchdowns. Maybe McBride's part of one of them, but then after that, it's gonna be the James Conner show for the second half of this one. So. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I just don't see a world where the Panthers are competitive, even though, like you said, the Cardinals are not fantastic. They're not like a serious contender in anyone's eyes, and I'm sure none of us here that are watching this, but they're at least good enough to beat this team. That's for damn sure. I know they only beat the Saints by 7, so it does scare me to take that line of -6.5 because the Panthers are, and like if I think the Panthers are better than the Saints, which I'm sure that's somewhat true, like even though that's kind of scary to say too, but like they got to be better than the Panthers, right, or than the Saints. So I think I would take the Cardinals to win, but then maybe the Panthers to cover that spread.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, man, Panthers are just. Are they ever gonna be good again? I don't know, bro. I don't know, but
Yeah.
this game is going to be good. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
This is the game of the week right here, man. Super Bowl rematch here. Eagles taking on the Chiefs. I mean, there's really nothing we can do to make you more pumped up about this game. You should be fired up to watch this game. I mean, there's only 4 o'clock or 3 4 o'clock games too, Knipe. So this is the bread and butter. You have the Broncos, Colts, you have the Panthers, Cardinals in this game. So, I mean, come on. We all going to be watching this game like a hawk. Eagles on the road, they're 1.5-point favorites to the Chiefs. Chiefs got beat up in week 1 versus the Chargers. So they started 0-1. They already lost Xavier Worthy. He's out. And on the other side, Dallas Goedert is out for the Eagles. So 2 key injuries there for both sides. Over-under is 46.5. Tonight, is there a world where Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs fall 0-2? Is there a world where they lose their home opener in Arrowhead Stadium? That place is going to be rocking and rolling. That place is going to be Red Sea all over the place, man. I know the offense for the Chiefs are derailed right now. Worthy is a big part of that. But it's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid we're talking about. They still got Travis Kelce there. Hollywood Brown, he showed that he can still play in this game, right? 16 targets in week 1. I think they're going to be A-okay, right? They got the Eagles, though, the defending champions. I don't care. Give me the Chiefs winning week 2 here at home. There's not a world where we see Mahomes and them fall 0-2. They are walking into this week last place in the AFC West. That's going to change. Eagles, we know they're a dog. We know they're a powerhouse. They got Hurts. They got Brown. They got Smith. Saquon, of course. They got weapons all over the defense. But I'm putting my faith into 2 guys today. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. Give me the Chiefs.
I mean, I like the pick. It's hard to pick against the Chiefs at home any given week. However, I mean, dude, they just lost to a team in prime time, to a team that usually chokes, and that kind of just shocked me in general that the Chiefs lost to the Chargers, because it wasn't a home game for the Chargers. I know it was home on paper, but it wasn't a home game for nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be on team downfall here, because like I'm tired of them. I'm tired of freaking Mahomes. I'm tired of their little dynasty they got going on. I think it's done. I think last year was the end of it. I think that they are absolutely toast. I don't think that Patrick Mahomes, he might win one more Super Bowl, maybe, if he gets the right pieces added in for maybe like in the next 2 years. Right now, nah.
Okay.
Nah, miss me with that. I think that they are going to be struggling. I think that games will be close with them, but I don't think that they are going to be like world beaters anymore. I think that they are going to be looking very human here very soon, and I think that the talk of like the Chargers being the leader of that division for the next year or 2 is going to be very real soon. And yeah, let me get the Eagles to take care of business, especially when they just. I mean, I know that they didn't really like handle the Cowboys, but I mean they kind of did in my opinion. But I think the Eagles defense will straighten up. I know they have a lot of new faces. They're still getting used to each other. But I truly feel the Eagles have just much more talent. So let me take the talent over the home field Andy Reid advantage.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a tough game.
Mhm.
These guys see each other every year. It's the 5th time or 5th year in a row that they're facing each other.
Yep, so they're familiar.
Which is kind of crazy because they're different conferences, so you don't really see
Mhm.
that often. But yeah, it's gonna be a good game, man. I can't wait to watch it. I just hope it's close. I hate seeing like, oh, great game on paper, let's go, and then it's a flat out blowout, and we're all like, well, this game's over. Let's go to Sunday night real quick, and we'll touch quickly on the Monday nights, but we will enter the fantasy side of things here in a second. Let's give our picks for these primetime games. Falcons taking on the Vikings here. Younghoe Koo, their kicker, is out. Yeah, I mean, he missed another field goal last week. What a game that was, too. The Falcons and Bucks last week. That was another good game. 44.5 is your over-under. Vikings, J.J. McCarthy, man, they came back in the 4th quarter. Listen, he looked rough in the first half. He looked like he, is a rookie. It was cool to see Justin Jefferson mic'd up on the sideline saying that him and J.J. McCarthy, I don't know if you saw the clip, but Justin Jefferson was like, I got you, bro. Like, you're good. And JJ's like, don't quit on me. And he's like, I know, I got you. And like, that's awesome. I will say that. That's pretty cool. Harrison Smith, questionable. Some key injuries on both sides of the ball for the Vikings. Christian Darrisaw is out, and Andrew Van Ginkel is out as well with a concussion. So that's one of those guys that just flies around on defense for the Vikings.
Yeah, Van Ginkel's a very underrated defensive player, man. That guy's awesome.
He's a beast, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Vikings are 3.5-point favorites at home. They're going to be pumped up in Minnesota. I think it's a good Sunday night game. Give me the Falcons at
Ooh.
on the road. Yeah, this was going to be my upset of the week, but I feel like the first one was more of an upset.
All right,
Give me
all
the
right.
Falcons on the road. They're not going to fall 0-2 with Penix. That team is too good. Bijan Robinson, you saw what happened. The first touch, he took it to the house, man. Falcons get it done. I know McCarthy. Listen, I still believe in McCarthy. I think he'll be okay, but man, he was a roller coaster last week. He was a roller coaster. Falcons, Jonathan Sosa. I told you I had something for your team later in the show. Here it is. They will upset the Vikings on the road here on Sunday Night Football, baby.
All right, guys. Clearly, Max has been, token on something over there because that ain't happening.
Wow.
That ain't happening. It is going to be the Minnesota Vikings taking home this W. Again, home opener. Or is it the home opener? The Vikings played on the road, didn't they? Yeah, they won in Chicago. Yeah. So JJ McCarthy, dude, it was his first game. He essentially, like we all know, he's basically a rookie. I like the poise. This is the thing though. I love Michael Penix. I think this game's gonna be awesome. What I do want to just say too, like I feel like 5-6 years ago or so, we were all kind of nervous for the future of the game. I feel like 'cause it seemed like the quarterback, like as a collective, like the 32 quarterbacks were like there was like getting to be way less and less interesting ones, good ones.
Yeah.
And I feel like we just got recently, like the last 2-3 years, that man,
Yeah,
even
you're
in the
right.
draft last year was amazing. And we feel like we have a lot of good talent in the quarterback room because I love both of these guys. I love both the guys who run the team, Penix and McCarthy. I think they're both awesome. But I will give the home team the advantage here, just because prime time. So you're gonna have a lot more just on the line and all eyes on you type of thing. But Penix is a baller, dude. I love the Falcons pick as the Penix. Like they really could upset because the dude knows how to throw the rock. But I'll take the better coach team of what I believe is a better coach team in the Vikings.
That's a good point. I mean, people don't really think about the coach, right? When we're picking games, we look at the players, we look at the matches, but like coaching is a huge thing as well.
I'm gonna respect any man who can win 14 games with Sam Darnold as their freaking
dude,
their
and
QB.
then somehow they won last week.
Yeah. I mean, O'Connell is dude.
Yeah.
He is a very, very good coach. Like that guy, he deserves some flowers, man, because that dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no doubt. It's gonna be a good game. We got a doubleheader on Monday night. We'll touch on it real quick. Bucks on the road to the Texans. Weirdly enough, the Texans are favorites 2.5. I know it's a home opener, but yeah, 2.5 point favorites for the Texans. That screams money for the Bucks. I think that's a trap. I think that's Vegas saying bet everything on the Bucks here, because my eyes, that's the first thing I'm doing is taking the Bucks money line because I got them winning this game. I think the Bucks just collectively are more talented than the Texans. I don't know what it is with Houston, but this team it bores me, man. Like they got some guys. They got Nico Collins. They got C.J. Stroud. They got Stingley on defense. They've got some guys. Will Anderson. Don't get me wrong. Like they're talented. I'm not saying they stink. I'm just saying that they just bore me, man. Key injuries on the Bucs side. You got Luke Goedeke is questionable. Chris Godwin is out. Tristan Wirfs out. So another week without Tristan Wirfs is going to be tough. I still got the Bucks winning, man. I think they're just more talented, like I just said. Over under is 42.5. Give me the over and give me the Bucks.
Man, I went with the Falcons last week, and it was a nail biter. I almost called it, man, but it was just such a nail biter. The Bucks are just awesome. I love Baker Mayfield. Like you said, the C.J. Stroud led Texans they're kind of boring. I agree. But I will say this, and I'm going to go ahead and take the Texans because I feel like this is a trap game right now. I feel like the Vegas, the bookkeepers want you to go with the Bucks. I think they want all the money on the Bucks side. That just makes me feel that they know something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I just feel like Baker might be running for his life a little more than he likes in this because I think the Texans defense is better than people realize or give it credit for right now. And they got a lot of firepower on that defensive line. So I think CJ Stroud will tune it up and turn it up a little bit this week. I think that he will play very well, and I think that it's obviously going to be close. I mean, should be a field goal, no more than a touchdown for no way. In my opinion, it's like 3 to 4 points at max for the Texans. But I think it should be a fun one, man. I think this over will hit, and I think it'll be a fun one to watch. I think Stroud and Baker will put on a little bit of a show, with Stroud just barely coming out ahead.
Jonathan said Texans and over. They almost had the Rams last week. Yeah, they only scored 9 points. That's what like the Texans almost they only scored 9 points last week against
Correct.
the Rams, but we were talking about the coaching just last game. 2 defensive minded coaches here, with D'Amico Ryan and Todd Bowles. So maybe the under will hit, but I just think offensively this game is going to be a fun one, and it kind of is a toss up. But give me the Bucks. Let's go to the 10 o'clock Monday night game. We're all going to be sleeping on the East Coast. 10 o'clock on a Monday? Dude, we're not going to be up till 1. We're not Kiefer, man. Kiefer will stay up till 4 a.m. to watch football. But I can't stay up past 11, man. 10 p.m. start time on the East Coast. You got the Chargers taking on the Raiders. The Raiders proved me wrong in week 1, I'll tell you that much. Chargers, 3.5-point favorites. On the road, dude, Chargers, one of the most impressive teams, I say, in week 1, in my opinion. A lot of people forgot because they played on Friday, and, we all live in the Sunday, the prisoner of the moment, but we can't forget what the Chargers did to the Chiefs. They look good. Denzel Perryman is out. I think it won't matter. Chargers, they just have more firepower. I say that now, but Geno Smith, like you always say, he's a gunslinger, man. He can throw that pill. But I know the Raiders fans think I have something against them. I don't. Listen, Raiders fans, I know. I'm sorry. I just got to keep picking against you. Give me the Chargers at or on the road, and give me that 3.5. I think they win by 6 or 7 points. Give me and because you see the name right there for the Raiders, Brock Bowers, questionable. If he misses, oh my God, that's a huge loss. They're already without their starting center, Jackson Powers Johnson. That's a name for you, by the way. Jackson Powers Johnson.
That's a great name.
Yeah. But give me the Chargers, man.
Yeah. I mean, I took the Raiders upset last week, but that was also, I mean, they were playing the Patriots. Patriots are still young. Chargers to me are in the right direction. I mean, I think they are going to actively change the narrative with Harbaugh and being a choke artist team. And so this is like one of those prove it games to me, even though it's just the Raiders. And I mean, I say just the Raiders, but the Raiders are going to be competitive all year. They're not going to lay down for anybody. This is not going to be walking in and getting an easy W by any means. I think this is going to be a field goal game where the Chargers are going to have to earn it. It's going to be close. It might even look like the Chargers are going to lose for a little bit, but I think the Chargers will come out on top of this one. But I could very well see that there just being like many moments during this game where like, holy crap, like are the Raiders about to pull this off? And I think that Herbert is mature enough. He is at that point in his career where he has seen almost everything. And I think being led by Harbaugh, we all know he's like one of those quarterback whisperers. Like, I mean, I trust it, and I trust the guy. I trust the coach. Even though I love Pete Carroll too. I mean, I don't love Pete Carroll because he coached against Seahawks. He was a Seahawks coach forever, but like, you know what I mean? He's a great coach. Yes, he's a great coach. Yeah, I'll give him that. So this is going to be a great game. I don't think this is going to be easy for anyone involved. I think the under will definitely hit. I don't see many touchdowns in this game. Again, I think it's going to be a field goal game. And so I will take the Chargers, but literally by next to nothing. It could be just a matter of one person missing a field goal. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, this is gonna be a good game. Too bad I'll be sleeping. Daniel said Madison Bear effect. Herbert is back. That's for damn sure, man. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah, it was someone like said this is what happens when you have a baddie or something. I showed Josh Allen Herbert just balling out.
Yeah.
Good for those gentlemen.
Sydney earmuffs. You know, we're not saying no. Don't.
I'm saying it.
Yeah. Can I be saying it? Yeah. Let's see. Chevy's in the chat, guys. Is that pineapple under? No, it's lemons, man. When life hands you lemons, you make lemonade, baby. What does Chevy say? He said they have Jacoby Myers. Who cares about Bowers? Oh, okay. Well,
this dude.
Oh, you're hilarious, dude. All right, let's go to the fantasy side of things. Yeah, let's win some money. Let's talk some DraftKings here. And before that, I have a parlay I want to hand out to the masses. I have a parlay. So run to your nearest book, put this one in, and let me know how you think about this. Can I? Fields touchdown, Josh Allen touchdown. So they both have to get a rushing touchdown.
Those are both. Wait, what? They both have to get a rushing touchdown?
A rushing touchdown. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, Josh Allen's like for sure, but I mean, Fields should. I mean, I just don't see them scoring a lot. But I mean, yeah. It is a high probability. I like it. Go ahead. Yep.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. Falcons to win. I know you took the Vikings.
That's fine. No, honestly, that's not an egregious pick. So yeah, that's fine.
Broncos to win versus Colts. and then
Okay.
Chiefs to win versus the Eagles. I know you took the Eagles too, but
No, I know, but I mean,
if you
those are not like obvious. Like I would not do that. Like I think that's a fine. Yeah, that's a good parlay.
so $10, $308. All right.
Damn, girl.
Yeah, yeah, girl. Go to your go to your nearest bank and put it in. All right, let's go to the DraftKings side of things. And if you listened to the show last week and you played some of these lineups that me and Knipe were giving out, you would have won. My lineup cashed big time, Knipe. So we know what we're talking about over here. Okay, we know a little bit. All right, well, I give you the parlay for a reason, Knipe, because I want to highlight Justin Fields on my DraftKings today. He's at 5.7K.
I feel like everybody and their mother's gonna pick this dude
I mean,
in
yeah,
DraftKings. That's
right.
why I didn't. That's why I didn't, to be honest.
But if you didn't take him and he goes off, you're going to be
Correct.
burned to the
We
to the
take
ground.
risks around here, baby. We take
so-
risks.
So what you do is you make 2 lineups tonight. You make one with Fields, one without, because then you have
Sure.
that leverage over the field. If
Sure.
no pun intended, you have the leverage over the field if you don't have Fields. I just think the price tag is way too cheap, 5.7K, and a good matchup with the Bills. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a close game. I don't think the Jets will win, but I think it's close. And I think if it is close, Fields is gonna have to be the main reason. So give me Fields as my quarterback to start the party on DraftKings, because when you save salary like that and you get a guy for 5.7K, you got to take it.
All right, so QB, I'm going all in with what I think is going to happen this week for the only week I think it's going to happen. I think the Dolphins offense goes off this week.
Oh, so you're going
Um,
Tua.
So I went with good old noodle brain Tua. So let's see here. Let's see if this man can survive another week. He makes me nervous, man. I
No.
say it jokingly, like there's no obviously no disrespect, but like the guy's just been banged up his whole career. But I mean, I think this week they have something to prove. They have people to basically shut up, and I mean, I think that this game environment is going to be offensive because the Patriots defense did not. I mean, dude, Geno Smith just threw for what 337 yards against the exact same
Yeah.
Patriots, and now the Patriots are on the road. So like the Patriots had that done to them at home. You tell me on the road they're going to be better defense? I don't believe that. And I think that 400 yards of passing offense is in the very realistic outcomes for Tua. And it might be all to Achane and Tyreek, just dump offs and bombs to those 2 players. So, yeah, let me get Tua this week, just because, again, I don't think many people are going to pick him, and I like to go against the grain. I think I looked at Fields too. That price tag is incredibly low. So like what Max said, probably make 2 lambs, one with Fields in there. However, if I'm going to be different, if I'm going to have to try and separate myself from the field, this is where I think I can do it, is with Tua.
Yeah, you can't have this game go on 114 passing yards. I was like, Jesus. If you other price ranges I like for quarterbacks, I think you know how we operate, I like the low end. If you want to pay up to go get Josh Allen, he's at 7.1. That's cheap for Josh Allen. I was thinking about it, man. 7.1K, you probably won't see Lamar and Allen be that cheap for much longer, and Hurts, to be honest. But I like to save the salary and go a little mid-tier for my quarterback. For running backs, I only went with 2 this week, which is shocking. But my 2, I did pay up. I had to go get let's go running back to the well. Week 1, he was in my lineup. Week 2, he's back in my lineup because he's only $200 more. $7,500 for Christian McCaffrey. He gave us 23 fantasy points last week. And look at that. He had 9 catches, 22 carries. Listen, when you touch the ball 31 times, you're paying off that price tag.
Yes, every time.
So I got to run it back to the well with Christian McCaffrey. I mean, there's nothing really to break down with this guy. He's a flat-out beast. He is a playmaker, and without Brock Purdy, they should rely more on Christian McCaffrey. Another guy who's probably going to be very highly owned. So you have to go, you got to go somewhere else to get your ownage. But I went with CMC for my RB1. For RB2, I went with Travis Etienne, man. Only at 5.7K. It's his backfield once again. 16 carries, 143 yards on the ground. I mean, the guy was just balling against Carolina. Do I think he's going to put this number up again? Probably not. I'm going to have to rely on a touchdown. But he's got the Bengals. Their defense doesn't scare me. and I think that's too cheap for Travis Etienne. 5.7K coming off that performance, so he's only $300 more. So give me Travis Etienne for my 2 running backs.
Nice. I'm going to cover 3 running backs just because I know I put Christian McCaffrey in my flex. So obviously CMC, I mean, while he's below $9,000 in
Yeah.
DraftKings, you kind of have to, especially when he's the only, like, granted, every week, any running back can get hurt any given week. However, McCaffrey, while he's healthy, like when he gets commands of those touches, which he always does, you're hard pressed to find a better option. Yeah, so let me get CMC, and then I can't remember my other 2 if you want to
You got
remind me.
Chase Brown for one of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, like I mentioned earlier about the Bengals and Jags game, Chase Brown is kind of game script proof, which is awesome. I love that about Chase Brown. I really like. I wanted to target him in fantasy, but I was just the way I was pick numbered, it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
However, to me, that's why I like him a lot because he is game script proof. Whether they're trailing or ahead a lot, like if they're ahead a lot and they want to rush, cool, they're going to use Chase Brown. If they're down by a lot, cool, they're going to throw it to Chase Brown because he can do everything. So I mean, PPR again, if I think this is gonna be a high scoring game, I want a lot of those touchdowns. I want to be a part of those. And so he was the piece I chose from the Bengals to be a part of that. I mean, even though I think Chase will have his big week, doesn't mean Brown can also have a big week. You know what I mean? Like they can have multiple guys go off. We've seen it in that offense where Burrow and the Bengals, produce 35 points and multiple players go off. You know what I mean? So
Let me
I'll
ask
take
you
Brown.
this: does this scare you? 21 carries for 43 yards.
No, it's week
Okay,
1, man.
okay,
No,
okay.
no, and it was a
Gotcha.
divisional game. Browns defense. That
Okay.
doesn't scare me. I'll give the guy. I mean, I know what he's capable of. I've seen the eye test with that kid. Who's my
All right.
last one?
You had Henderson from the Patriots.
Yep. So then again, if I think the Dolphins are going to be handily winning, which it feels gross to say, but I think that they kind of will be. Then I think Henderson, because I mean, even Vrabel came out and was like, we have to run the ball better. We have to be better on the ground. But then that just means number one, more work for this kid. He's the better, more explosive player in the backfield, and I think that he can PPR his way to like 8 catches potentially this week. And he can house call anything at any moment. This kid is a freak. Like he is very, very good at football, and he's just a physical specimen. So, if he's that cheap, I will take a chance at a 76-yard house call any day of the week in a game that I think is going to be high scoring.
Yeah, I like that pick. I mean, 5.5K.
Yeah, that's next to nothing.
The game
for the
script is there. The game script is there. A couple of other running backs I want to highlight real quick. If I like Jalen Warren at 5.4. Like these are guys that I probably will make another lineup and probably get him in somewhere. Jalen Warren's a good matchup, cheap option. Also, Kyron Williams. I touched on the Rams game. I think 6.3K is too cheap for Kyron Williams.
Don't do that. Everybody listening, do not
Why?
do that.
Why?
The Titans are not going to let that happen.
Okay, I'm just saying
they are
cheap.
my upset of the week, and they are not letting it happen.
Okay. Yeah, you could be right, but
I'm just
some more names to throw out there. So receivers, I went expensive.
We like that.
Oh yeah,
we like that.
Yeah. Well, first one I had to pair up with my guy Justin Fields, so I went with Garrett Wilson. Listen, I was kind of optimistic about Garrett Wilson this year. It wasn't because of his talent. He's a talented player. It was because of the Fields and the Garrett Wilson chemistry. I know they're teammates in Ohio State. I get it, but I needed to see at least one game with those two, and they seem like they got a connection. They still got it from Ohio State. So 9 targets in week 1. He got a touchdown, 95 yards. Only a $200 price upgrade from last week, and the Bills, they just gave up 40 points. I know it was against the Ravens, but the Bills defense right now, they don't scare me. And I think this is going to be another good offensive game for Garrett Wilson. So I paired up Wilson with Fields. And then also, I went all the way up, dude. I couldn't get to Jamar. That's a little too high, but I went with CeeDee Lamb. I went with CeeDee Lamb at 7.8K. Listen, I know he had drop passes in week 1. He had 3 drop passes, but this guy is a beast. This guy is just a playmaker. He's $100 cheaper than week 1, where he had 13 targets, 7 catches, and 110 yards. If he would have pulled in those 3, he probably would have had about 30 fantasy points in week 1, right? I think he's going to touch pay dirt. I think CeeDee Lamb will score today. I think he's going to go off, and it's the Giants. So give me CeeDee Lamb. I know I paid up to get him, but I do think he's going to pay off that price tag. And I went low because this guy seems a little too undervalued here, and that's Rome Odunze at 4.8K. I just feel like that's crazy cheap for a guy that got 9 targets last week, a touchdown, and I think he's going to be more involved in that Bears offense this season. We all know DJ Moore is still there. DJ Moore is a good player as well, but Rome Odunze, DJ Moore is at 5.6K. Rome Odunze is at 4.8K. So he took a $300 price bump and another favorable matchup against the Lions. So give me Rome Odunze for my third receiver.
Nice, I like it. I don't remember where I went with my wide receiver, so if you want to just update me one at a time here.
You went with Tyreek.
No, yeah, I should have remembered that one. Yeah, you guys know my Dolphins take this week, so I mean, I think that again, if I'm a random guy in my house just reading that Tyreek hasn't had a 30+ yard reception for however God knows what long, then I mean Tyreek's seeing it too, and I think he needs to get it done. I think he can still do it. I don't think he's like completely lost everything. I think he can still beat people. So, and especially with Christian Gonzalez out, Tyreek can beat their DBs in my opinion and beat them big. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and call me like 178 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns for Tyreek
Ooh,
today.
Damn, he's gonna break the
He's
slate.
going bonkers.
Yeah. You also went with CeeDee Lamb.
Yep. So I got me some Tyreek, some CeeDee Lambs. I mean,
Yeah.
just those 2 guys alone, I feel confident with. You don't really have to make the case for CeeDee Lamb. You already did. I mean, the guy's a stud. I mean, yeah, he drops passes every now and again, but he can be a week winner, game changer. So
You also took another guy who drops passes in Calvin Ridley.
Yep. So this is a get right game in my opinion for Ridley. And it's just a matter of getting on the same page with Ward and also just using more stick 'em. You gotta sticky up those gloves, bro.
Spit on those gloves.
Yeah. And if I think the Titans are going to win, then I mean someone's got to score the touchdowns, right? And I mean he was fed targets. He should be fed targets. There should be no reason he doesn't ever get fed targets in this offense, being the alpha. So I mean I think if I'm looking at 10, 12, 13 targets, you would hope to God he catches 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. So that's 7 extra points at minimum I'm hoping for this week. So I think he gets at least 7 catches. I don't know what his over under is for his catch. I bet you they did like 6.5.
I don't know. I don't even know. All right. Oh, it's 4.5.
Okay, yeah. So I would take the over on that all day of the week. I feel like there's no way it's back to back, like just drop city. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's the DraftKings. All books are gonna be different, but
yeah, that's fine. But I would just smash the over on the catches for Ridley this week.
Okay. Tight end. There's a couple of players that I wanted, but I couldn't afford. I mean, McBride screams at you at the top. He's in a really good matchup against Carolina. Kelsey, tougher matchup, but he's 5,000. Tyler Warren, we touched on him all freaking day. Great player. I had to go cheaper, though. I had to go with Dalton Kincaid at 3.7K. Just a little underpriced, I think, because I know he was quiet in the second half of Sunday Night Football, but 4 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown. That's a good stat line for a tight end. 14.8 fantasy points, and I think Dalton Kincaid, this is going to be a good year for him, man. I really do. He's a talented player. The thing with the Bills is they just have weapons all over the place. So Josh Allen spreads the wealth a lot. But I think Kincaid is in a good matchup with the Jets and cheap tag at 3.7.
Yeah, I like that one. I think I went with Fannin, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yep. So I think we all are kind of getting introduced to who this kid is.
He's a good smile. He's a good, happy guy too, man.
I mean, he looked great on the field, man. Again, we all watch football. I mean, when you can see a guy has it, you just kind of have to acknowledge it. And to me, this kid's, I mean, he was moved all over his formation. He was, inside, outside, and he has good hands. If we think the Ravens are going to be dog walking or beating the crap out of the Browns, which I mean, if that doesn't happen, that'll be very shocking. But I think that he will get fed another healthy amount of targets. I mean, we're PPR in this format, so yeah, let me get Fannin to get some garbage time. Maybe hopefully a garbage time tutty.
Oh, okay. Jonathan's asking a fantasy question. Who would you guys start, Mahomes or CJ Stroud? Also, Bowers or Njoku? I think for the tight end, you're going to have to start Njoku because you can't risk not. Bowers is questionable. I think, in my opinion, I don't think Bowers plays. So
what he already there? I mean, sorry, but Pete already said he expects him to play. When Pete says that, they usually play.
Really? I didn't see that. Okay, I didn't see that. All right. Well, if he's gonna play, then you're gonna have to play. I mean, Bowers is a guy that you just play every week. But I would say Mahomes, man, for your quarterback. Mahomes, it's hard to bench Mahomes.
I mean, I would go Stroud just because I think
Oh,
that
okay.
I think that the environment for that game is better in my opinion. Man, that one's so difficult. Like
I know.
that's a real predicament you're in, man. If it's my team, I go Stroud. It's hard to bench Mahomes when you look at Mahomes on your bench. It feels gross, especially after he just had what 26 standard points last week for us.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's difficult to bench Mahomes. I feel like I would. Um, just because I don't think Stroud has that bad of a week again, and I think the Bucks could push them to score. So even though I think the Texans will win, I think the Bucks push them to score. I don't think it could be like a back and forth type of game. So I don't know. I would go Stroud, and also if Bowers plays, you don't sit Bowers
Yeah.
ever. Like that's one of those like
Ever.
I would rather be wrong and play Bowers than right and bench Bowers. You know what I mean? Like I would always take the risk on playing your studs. You never sit your studs.
I forgot to highlight Hollywood Brown. He was my flex, but
Oh yeah.
5.2K. I just want to shout him out real quick. I already touched on it earlier. He had 16 targets in week 1. I mean, 5.2K. If he does that, even close to that again, he should pay off that price tag easily. So, yeah, I mean, I just thought that was a little too cheap for Hollywood. He does scare me. I will say that he does scare me. He's one of those players like he gives you 18 fantasy points, and then next week he gives it 2. So it wouldn't shock me if he burned me. But yeah, going to defense. Who's your flex? Actually, let me double check. Oh yeah,
I did
McCaffrey.
CMC. I did CMC.
Okay.
Yeah.
My defense, I went with the Cowboys against the Giants. They're at 3,000. The Giants' offense is just a mess.
That's a good pick.
The Giants' O-line is just a flat-out mess. I'm sorry, Ace is in the house. My guy, he's a Giants fan. I'm sorry. He's gonna clip this, and if the Giants ball out, he's gonna say, like a couple years ago, he did the Danny DeVito when I was like, Danny DeVito sucks. He's gonna. But yeah, man, I got the Cowboys defense at 3K for my.
You know who I rounded that with?
Yeah, your
my
buddies.
upset of the week.
Yeah, you love your Titans this week.
My upset of the
Damn.
week.
All right.
Yeah, man. Let me get them Titans to take care of business. I mean, I wouldn't do this in my fantasy league. I'm just doing this because, again, you got to be different in DFS. You have to do something against the grain. You have to pick something that's not comfortable. Doesn't really sit well in your tummy, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Titans too. Go ahead and get that full blown upset going on. What's up, Cat?
Ace says Max is our good luck charm. Hey, Donovan, real quick, because we're about to, the show's almost over. But I wanted to give you my parlay, Donovan, if you wanted to put it in or not. Fields touchdown, Allen touchdown, both rushing touchdowns, by the way. Falcons to win, Broncos to win, Chiefs to win. Boom. Put it in. Put it in. Hey, yo. Sorry. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. You guys have been the best co-hosts with Knipe and I hope we all have a great Sunday. Hopefully your team wins, because my team already did. I'm over here just, I got my lemon shirt on. I'm chilling. Hey. But good luck to your fantasy. Good luck to your parlays, your bet slips. Knipe, I'll give you the last words, buddy.
Let's get some football going, boys. Let's go enjoy. Everybody crack open your beers, get your chips. Let's roll.
Let's go, baby. All right. We'll see y'all week 3. Have a good rest of your Sunday, guys and gals. We're out of here. Peace. And always, go football. Let's go.